G'day, Muzz. Long time
G'day,
no see.
Rosie.
I mean, well, long time no see on YouTube. We see each
Yeah,
other all the time. Uh, Lot going on behind you. What's happening?
yeah, it's an absolute schmozzle at the moment. I thought it would be good for everyone else, but particularly for me, for history's sake, to see just how bad this room can get. I don't know how much mess you can see there, but we're in that sort of halfway space where you move everything around so that you can kind of clear out and do a proper productivity reset. So, yeah, this week I didn't really have anything, super interesting from a work or philosophy standpoint. It was more like I'm in the process of building what I think is my forever desk because
Ooh.
I've been thinking, well, we only rent here. We'd love to buy at some point, but it's not really a major priority. But the one thing that I've always wanted, and I think that I would be happy moving between houses for as long as I can think of, is an electric standing desk, which I've got like the beginnings of. I've got the legs, I've got that stuff, but then I've actually gone to the effort with a busted rib, by the way, going to Bunnings yesterday, getting this beautiful bench top. I'm sanding it down. I'm like doing like a proper like oil
Man
lacquer.
stuff. Look at
Yeah, proper
you.
man stuff. Yeah,
Had no
and
idea
because I
you
just
knew how
think,
to use the tools.
well, I just spend so much time in
Yeah.
here, most of it talking to you, which is lovely. But um, we're in the process of hopefully transitioning from just talking about random stuff to we've got big plans for this channel. We'd like to, I'd love to incorporate more people and hopefully help lots more people. And I'm also taking on lots more international work. Like I'm doing lots of calls late at night to the UK, to the US. So I don't know, I just thought, well, all this time I've been thinking, at some point I'll get to a level of success where I'll just, no, it's the same as having a baby. There's never a good time. You just do it. Like if you needed to feel more productive, better, ready for like to emotionally engage with your work, then I think you just got to do it. So
Yeah. Totally agree. Well, curious to see how it ends up, eh?
yeah. Well, I don't know if I'll throw to, maybe I'll like link to a video in the description up here, or whatever you do in YouTube.
So we're talking about your office, and I'm gonna get my cool
Yes.
back.
Whew.
So it was really interesting because you were saying like there's never really a good time. It's never going to get to that point where you're like, well, next thing on the list, desk. And I feel like I felt the same way about sort of taking care of my appearance. Now, I've never been the kind of person who like completely, like doesn't care, but I've never been the person who cares, right? I currently have my nails done. I
I
have my
was going to comment, you've got your hair did and these beautiful earrings.
Oh,
It's
sorry, the hair did. I have not even combed my hair, but like look at the amount of flyaways. But I can get away with that. But I have, my brows are shaped and tinted. I have a full face of makeup on. This isn't just for you, by the way, Murray. I did go live on Facebook before, and we're doing this video. But and I had a brand photo shoot done last week, and I've really started thinking about what kind of colors do I want in my wardrobe, right? And I always thought this isn't something that's important right now, I'll get around to it. But the really interesting thing that's shifted for me is I've started being better with food, like not because I feel like I'm starting to care about my appearance in a healthy way.
right.
I want to look, I feel like I look my best version of myself right now. And I feel like I can keep improving on that version of myself. Whereas like before, because I didn't like, I don't know. I don't know if it's like coincidence or whatever, but I feel like when I clean, similarly, when I do a revamp or a reset of my environment, so many things just suddenly come through. Like that's when I get a bunch of ideas and stuff like that. So I thought it was really interesting. Parallels.
Well, I think
Yeah.
it was you that gave me this phrase years ago. It sort of feels like years. Might have been only been 18 months. I don't know. But this idea of high leverage activity, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what is the what is the highest leverage activity that you could take right now? And it may or may not be the highest leverage or the most important thing, but this desk to me feels like a real like a really pivotal or sort of high leverage
Yeah,
um, activity to be involved with, because like you said, so many other things flow from that, like
totally.
when you don't have any stuff on your desk. And I've made a real point of actually, sorry, rather than buying a new table, I've bought a bench top, which is quite like significantly narrower than what most tabletops or desktops are meant to be. So I'm actually closer to the computer, but it's way longer. So
Right,
the
right.
point for me is, even if I don't have super clean space right here, the idea is to have, like, at least one or two areas that are always clean.
Yes.
And
For sudden
space.
activity. Yeah.
Totally for
If there's
sudden
no
activity.
space, you don't feel
Yep.
the ability to expand. No, I completely agree. And especially when when it's you and there's not a massive, massive team, right? The highest leverage stuff is really you're leveraging yourself and your energies and your efforts. So yeah, totally makes sense.
Right on.
Totally makes sense. Let's call it there.